Hello everyone, good morning all of you. Welcome to the session Geometry. Today let me explain the topic Introduction of the straight lines. Okay, Introduction of the straight lines in geometry. Let me explain today. So, in this part, first you have to learn about what is the inclination of line. What is the inclination of the line? Okay, see. So, introduction of the straight lines is the topic name. Introduction of straight line. Okay, in this one, first we have to learn what is the inclination of the line. Okay, inclination of the straight line. Inclination of straight line. What is the inclination of the straight line? Suppose this is our coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis. This is positive x-axis, this is negative y-axis, you know. This is positive y-axis, this is negative y-axis. Okay. So, left side of y-axis, this is positive x-axis. Right side of y-axis, right side of y-axis is positive x-axis. Left side of y-axis is negative x-axis. Above the x-axis is positive y-axis. Below the x-axis, negative y-axis. This one, you know. Suppose a transverse like this one in the coordinate system. Suppose just like this one. It is a one line in this coordinate system. This line makes an angle. This line makes an angle theta with x-axis positive direction. This is the transverse line. This line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis. That means, suppose you have to take a line like this. It is x-axis, suppose. This is the line. Suppose this line makes an angle theta here. Then what about this one? 180 minus theta. Okay. This theta is made by the line. This theta is the angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis. But this 180 minus theta made by the same line with the negative direction of x-axis. Okay. What is the angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis? That is theta. What is the angle made by the same line with the negative direction of x-axis? 180 minus theta. You have to remember. So, here I am saying this line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis measured along anti-clockwise direction. This is, we have to calculate the angle between these two. We have to measure the angle between these two in the anti-clockwise direction with positive direction of x-axis. That means this is anti-clockwise direction, this is clockwise direction. So, what you say? We have to say the angle made by this line with the positive direction of x-axis measured in anti-clockwise direction. So, the angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis is this one and this one. But we have to take that measurements in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So, this is theta. What is theta in this figure? This is theta. This is the angle made by this line. Angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis measured along the anti-clockwise direction. That theta is called inclination of that line. This theta is inclination of this line. That is the definition of inclination of the line. Okay. See. So, what is the definition of inclination of the line? Just you have to observe carefully, please, here. If the line makes an angle, the line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis. Okay, positive direction of x-axis with positive direction of positive direction of x-axis. Okay, if a line make an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis measured along in anti-clockwise direction, measured along in anti-clockwise direction, okay, if a line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis measured along anti-clockwise direction is called inclination of the line, That is the definition of inclination of a straight line. So in this figure, what is the inclination of this line is theta. In this one, theta is the inclination of this line. So what is the definition of inclination? If a line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis measured along the anti-clockwise direction, then you have to say that theta is defined as inclination of the straight line. Okay, just you have to remember that one. Okay, we have to observe more points about this inclination of the straight line. Listen to me carefully, please. Here, suppose if theta is 0, then what is the position of this line? If theta is 0 means the angle between this line and x-axis is 0. That means the line is coincident with the x-axis. Okay, if theta is equals to 0, that means the angle between this line and the x-axis should be 0. That means the line is coincident with the x-axis. It is nothing but x-axis. So what is the inclination of that line? If theta is equal to 0, what is the inclination of this line? If this line is coincident with the x-axis, 0. In the same way, what is the inclination of the x-axis? What is the inclination of this line? First, what is the inclination of this line? To find the inclination of this line, first we have to calculate the angle between this line and x-axis. Yeah. So in this way, what is the inclination of x-axis? Now you need the inclination of x-axis. X-axis inclination, what it is? To get the inclination of x-axis, you have to find the angle made by the x-axis with the x-axis. Okay, you have to, what is the inclination of this line? You have to find the angle made by this line with the positive direction of x-axis. That is the inclination. Now I am asking, what is the inclination of x-axis? What is the inclination of this line? If this line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis, then this theta is inclination of this line. Now the question is, what is the inclination of x-axis? To get the inclination of x-axis, we have to measure the angle made by the x-axis with the x-axis. X-axis made by the angle with x-axis is 0. So what is the inclination of x-axis? 0. Okay, inclination of x-axis is 0. First you have to observe. Note 1. Okay, inclination of x-axis is equals to always 0. Okay, suppose I had to draw a horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis. This is x-axis. We have to draw a parallel line. Which is parallel to x-axis. What is the inclination of this line? To get the inclination of this line, first you have to find the angle made by this line with x-axis. But I am saying this is a horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis. Now, what is the inclination of this line? There is no angle between these two, because those two are parallel lines. So, we have to take any horizontal line like this. The inclination of this line is 0 because there is no intersecting between the horizontal line and x-axis. We have to take any horizontal line in this. There is no angle between the horizontal line with x-axis. So, inclination of that line is 0. That means the inclination of the x-axis is 0. In the same way, the inclination of any horizontal line is also 0. Because any horizontal line you have to take, that one is parallel to x-axis, there is no angle, there is no intersection between those two, there is no angle formed between those two. So, inclination of any horizontal line is 0. Okay. So, the next step is inclination of x-axis 0 and inclination of horizontal line. Inclination of horizontal line is 0. Inclination of horizontal line is equals to 0. You have to remember, inclination of x-axis 0 and inclination of horizontal line is also 0. In the same way, now the question is, what is the inclination of y-axis? So, to get the inclination of y-axis, we have to find the angle made by the y-axis with x-axis. We have to find the angle made by the y-axis with the positive direction of x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. This is the line y-axis. We have to find the angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. What is the angle here? 90. So, it is clear what is the inclination of the y-axis? 90. Okay. So, the next step, the next note point is inclination of y-axis. Inclination of y-axis is equals to 90 pi by 2 radians, లేదా 90 degrees r. Okay. Inclination of y-axis is pi by 2. Suppose we had to draw a line parallel to y-axis like this. What are the inclination of these lines? What are the inclination of these lines? These are all the lines which are parallel to y-axis. Y-axis is perpendicular to x-axis. So, this is the line parallel to y-axis, means this is also perpendicular to x-axis. Then what is the meaning? This is the line makes an angle 90 with the positive direction of x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So, you have to take any vertical line that should make an angle 90 with positive direction of x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So, we have to take any vertical line inclination as 90. So, y-axis inclination is 90. In the same way, inclination of vertical line is also 90. Okay. Inclination of vertical line. Inclination of vertical line is also 90. So, inclination of x-axis is 0. Inclination of horizontal line is 0. Inclination of y-axis is 90. Inclination of any vertical line is 90. Okay, you have to remember this one. So, by using this inclination of the straight line concept, let me explain now what is the slope of the straight line. It is very, very important, very, very useful in the topic straight lines. Next, slope of the straight line. Slope of straight line. So, what is the definition of slope of the straight line is the question now. So, this is our coordinate system. This is the line. Suppose the inclination of that line is theta. We have to take, that means this line makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So, if this line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction, we have to take this one theta is inclination of this line, you know. Now, what is the definition of slope of the straight line? What is the definition of slope of this line? What is the slope of this straight line is the question there. If theta is an inclination of this line, then the value of tan theta, the value of tangent of theta, the value of tan theta is defined as slope of this straight line. That is the definition of the slope of the straight line. That means, if theta is an inclination of the line, theta is an inclination of the line, then the value of tan theta, then the value of tan theta is called, then the value of tan theta is called slope of the straight line. Slope of the straight line. That is the definition of slope. of the straight line. If theta is an inclination of the line, then what is the slope of this line is tan theta. In general, this is denoted with m. In general, this is denoted by m. This is denoted by m. So, what is the meaning? This implies m is equals to the slope of the line, m is equals to the tangent value of theta. So, m is equals to tan theta. That means if theta is an inclination of this line, then the slope of this line is denoted by m. That m is nothing but the value of tan theta. If theta is equals to 60 degrees, then what is the slope of this line? Tan 60. If theta is equals to 45, then what is the slope of that line? Tan 45. In this way, we have to calculate the slope of every line in the coordinate system. Okay, just you have to observe more about the slope of the straight line. If theta is equals to 0, then what is m? If theta is equals to 0, then what about this line? This is the line coincident with the x-axis, nothing but x-axis. If theta is equals to 0, then the line should be x-axis. If theta is equal to 0, then what is the slope? Tan 0. Tan 0 value is 0. That means if theta is equals to 0, then the line is coincident with x-axis, then the line is nothing but x-axis. That slope of x-axis is tan 0. What is the slope of x-axis? Tan 0. The value of tan 0 is 0. So, by the way, we have to say the slope of the x-axis is 0. X-axis is also one line like this. Okay, if this line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis, the slope of this line is tan theta. Now, we need the slope of x-axis. What is the slope of x-axis? The angle made by x-axis with x-axis is 0. That means already you know the inclination of x-axis is 0. Then theta is 0. If theta is 0, tan 0. Then m is 0. So, slope of the x-axis is 0. First you have to remember the slope of the x-axis is 0. Okay, that is note point 1 first. Okay, see. Note point 1, slope of x-axis. The x-axis is also a line. Slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of x-axis is 0. Just you have to remember. In the similar way, suppose you have to take any horizontal line. Already you know what is the inclination of any horizontal line. You have to take any horizontal line. It is x-axis like this. All the horizontal lines having inclination 0, you know. So, all the horizontal lines having inclination is 0. So, every line slope is tan 0. That means slope of the x-axis is 0 and slope of the any horizontal line is also 0. Inclination of the x-axis is 0, inclination of any horizontal line is 0, already I told. So, slope of the x-axis is 0. In the similar way, slope of any horizontal line means which is parallel to x-axis. Horizontal line means which is parallel to x-axis. Just you have to observe that one. Slope of any horizontal line also 0. Okay, you have to remember that one. So, slope of x-axis is 0. In the same way, slope of the horizontal line is also 0. Next, what is the slope of y-axis? What is the inclination of y-axis? 90, you know. Because the y-axis, this is a line. This line subtends an angle 90. This line subtends an angle 90 with positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. So, we have to say the inclination of y-axis is 90. If the inclination of y-axis is 90, then what is the slope? The inclination of y-axis is 90. Then what is the slope? Inclination of y-axis is 90, then theta is 90, then slope of the y-axis m is equal to tan 90. What is the tan 90 value? Which is not defined. So, y-axis slope is not defined always. Just you have to remember that one. So, the second point is slope of y-axis. Slope of y-axis is undefined. is undefined. It is not defined because the value is tan 90. Tan 90 value is undefined. Suppose you have to take any parallel line which is parallel to y-axis. You have to take any parallel line. X-axis, it is y-axis. Suppose you have to take any parallel line like this. All these parallel lines, okay, all these parallel lines subtends an angle 90 with x-axis. That means all these parallel lines to y-axis having inclination 90. So all those parallel lines having inclination is 90. So the slope of any parallel line to y-axis is undefined, tan 90 because. So y-axis slope is undefined. Suppose you have to take any line parallel to y-axis, the slope of that line should be also undefined. So that is one more point. Okay, see here. Slope of y-axis is undefined and slope of any vertical line, is also undefined. Okay, so x-axis slope is 0, horizontal line slope is 0, y-axis slope is undefined, vertical line slope is also undefined. Okay, next let us move to the next point. See the board. So it is theta. So clearly this line in this figure, this line makes an angle theta with x-axis. It is clear this theta is acute. That means that theta lies between 0 to 90 because this is the line, this is the perpendicular line. The angle between these two is 90. But this is the line. Suppose you have to draw a parallel line which is passing through 0 like this. Then the angle between this dotted line and x-axis is 90. But here that one rotates like this. That means the angle decreases. That means you have to say clearly this one subtends an acute angle with the x-axis here. So theta is acute here. That means the theta lies between 0 to 90. If theta is equal to 0, then the line should be x-axis. What is the slope of x-axis? 0. Now this is the theta having value greater than 0, not equals to 0. Theta greater than 0 and less than 90. Then what is the nature of slope? Now the question. What is the nature of the slope? The third point is, if the theta lies between 0 to 90 in this way, if this theta lies between 0 to 90, that means the position of the shape of this line should be like this. It is not coincident with x-axis, it is not coincident with vertical line. The line rotate like this. In this way, the theta is angle having between 0 to 90 value. If theta lies between 0 to 90, then that means what about theta in the coordinate system? That theta lies in the first quadrant. If theta lies between 0 to 90 means that theta lies in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. All trigonometric functions are positive in first quadrant. Then immediately you have to say tan theta is also positive. All trigonometric functions are positive. Tan is also positive. So if theta lies between 0 to 90, then the slope m is equals to tan theta. If theta lies between 0 to 90, first quadrant, then tan theta is positive. So m equal to tan theta is strictly greater than 0. That means if theta lies between first quadrant, if theta lies between 0 to 90, if theta is an acute angle, that is called, if theta is an acute angle, if theta is acute, then m greater than 0, slope is positive. If theta lies between 0 to 90, then the slope is positive. Okay. If theta is equals to 0, slope is x-axis, that is the slope of x-axis. If theta is equal to 90, then the line should be vertical line which is parallel to y-axis or y-axis. The vertical line slope is undefined. So at theta equals to 0, slope is 0. If theta lies between 0 to pi by 2, slope was positive. If theta is equal to 90, then the slope is undefined. Now the question is, suppose the line, see here, See here, this is our coordinate system. Suppose the line like should be. So this is x-axis, this is transverse. What is the angle made by this line with x-axis? Suppose theta. What about theta? It is clear that theta greater than 90. Because suppose you have to draw a line which is parallel to y-axis passing through this point like this. Then the angle between this dotted line, this one is 90 here. But the line rotates like this. It is 90. Then it has expanded, it has rotated to like this one. Then the angle should increases above 90, that is. So if theta is greater than 90, then that angle we call obtuse angle. That means if theta greater than 90, this is 90 plus value, the line rotates like this. Suppose line like this, suppose line like this, suppose line coincides with x-axis. So in this position or in this position or in this position, okay, then suppose the line is in this position, the inclination of that line is obtuse. Suppose the line in this position, the inclination of this line is obtuse. Suppose the line is in this position, the inclination of this line is obtuse. Okay. So in all these positions, inclination is obtuse. Theta is greater than 90. Then what about slope of that line? Then what about slope of that line? Now I am writing up to 180. Okay. So fourth point, if theta greater than 90, up to 90 I already wrote. If theta greater than 90, if theta is equal to 90, already wrote. If theta is equal to 90, okay, if theta is equals to 90, what it is? The slope of y-axis is nothing but it is undefined. Here theta equals to 0. Okay, here theta is equals to 90, you know. Okay, theta is equal to 0, slope of the line is 0. If theta is equal to 90, slope of the line is undefined. Theta is equal to 90, then line is y-axis or parallel to y-axis. If theta is equal to 0, then line is x-axis or parallel to x-axis. Okay. So if theta is equal to 0, slope is 0. If theta is equal to 90, slope is undefined. If theta lies between 0 to 90, slope is positive. If theta more than 90, below the 180. Next case, the fourth case, now I am writing. If pi by 2 less than theta less than pi, that means if the theta lies between 90 to 180 degrees. If theta lies between 90 to 180 means that theta is obtuse. If theta lies between 90 to 180 means that theta lies in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, trigonometry, we have to take trigonometry concept. In the second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive. Remaining 4 trigonometric functions should be negative there. So if theta is lies between 90 to 180, what about tan theta? What is the slope of that line? That means here inclination is theta, then the slope of the line is tan theta. Tan theta, if theta is in the second quadrant, then tan theta is negative. Tan theta is negative means slope is negative. So if theta is obtuse, if theta is acute, slope is positive. If theta is obtuse, if theta lies between 90 to 90, then this implies m is equals to the tan theta in the second quadrant is negative, this is negative. Then according to this one we have to say if theta is obtuse, here theta is acute, then m is positive. If theta is obtuse, this implies m is negative. Okay, this is the range of theta. Always theta is inclination of this line. Always the range of theta is 0 to 180, 0, closed interval 0. So theta should be 0 to 180, 180 open interval. That means always theta lies between 0, more than 0, up to 180. But theta is not equal to 180. If theta is equal to 180, then the line is coincident with x-axis. So we have to put open bracket here. 180 not considered there, but 0 we have to consider. So closed interval here. Okay. So what is the range of theta? Theta is always lies between 0 to 180. 0 we have to take, so we have to put closed interval at 0, but 180 we can't take here, so put open interval here. That is the range of theta. In this range, suppose theta is equal to 0, then the line slope is 0. If theta is equal to 0, the line should be x-axis horizontal line. So x-axis slope is 0, horizontal line slope is 0. Then next, if theta lies between 0 to 90, that means if theta is acute, then the slope is positive. Okay, after that, if theta is 90, then the line should be vertical or y-axis. At that time, the slope of the line or slope of the y-axis is undefined. After that, if theta more than 90, below 180, that means if theta is obtuse, then the slope is negative. That is something about slope of the straight line. So, slope of the straight line is 0 if it is x-axis or horizontal line. The slope of the y-axis, that means if theta is equal to 0, then the slope of the x-axis is 0. If theta is equal to 90, then the slope of y-axis is undefined. Theta equal to 0, slope of the x-axis 0. Theta equal to 90, slope of the y-axis is undefined. Theta equals to 0, slope of the x-axis 0, horizontal line slope is also 0. Theta equal to 90, slope of the y-axis is 0, slope of the vertical line is also undefined. Slope of the y-axis is undefined, slope of the vertical line is also undefined. Okay, if theta is acute, then the slope is positive. If theta is obtuse, then the slope is negative. You can remember all these things. Now, let me find the slope of the line which is passing through the 2 points. Okay, how it is? The slope of the line passing through 2 points. Slope of the line passing through 2 points. Suppose I am taking those 2 points are x1, y1 and x2, y2. Okay, see. This is our coordinate system. This is a line passing through x1, y1 and passing through x2, y2. That is there. Now, the question is, what is the slope of this straight line? Suppose this line has inclination theta with x-axis. So, let theta is the inclination of AB bar. The line passing through A comma B is called as AB bar. If this line having inclination theta, then the slope of this line is tan theta, you know. Okay. So, it is clear. Slope of AB bar is equals to tan theta from the figure. Okay, because the line AB bar inclination is theta here. So, we have to say the slope of AB bar is equals to tan theta. Okay, just you have to remember that one. Next, we have to drop a perpendicular line from A to this x-axis. That one meets x-axis at P. Suppose we have to draw one more perpendicular line from B to the x-axis, same. Okay, then see, this is x1, y1. Okay, we have to draw one more perpendicular line from B to the same x-axis. That one meets the x-axis at Q. I am taking just. We have to draw one more line which is parallel to x-axis passing through A. That meets this line at somewhere. I am taking this one as M. So, already we have to take the inclination of AB bar is theta. It is transverse. It is x-axis. This is the line parallel to x-axis, AM bar. AM bar is the line which is parallel to x-axis. The inclination of this line is theta. Automatically, this is the line parallel to x-axis. Then the angle between this one and this one is also same, theta. Corresponding angles are equal, you know. So, this is the x-axis, this is the line. This is the parallel to x-axis. Suppose we have to take the inclination of this line is theta, then automatically the angle between this line and this line is also theta. So, from this one, just you have to observe, from this one, What is tan theta? This is a right angle triangle, you know. What is the length of this one? It is clear. This length is y2. Okay. What is, this is point x1, y1. So this is x1, this is y1, you know. What is the length of this one? y1. Okay, in the same way, this is x1, y1, this is x1. So the length is x1, this length is y1. This is y1, this is x1, you know. Okay, see. So in the similar way, this x2, y2, that means this is the perpendicular from that point, meet the x-axis here. That means the length of this one is x2. The length of this one is y2. Already I noted that one. This is x2. So look at carefully from triangle AMB. From triangle AMB. What do you say? From triangle AMB. What is tan theta? Tan theta is equals to opposite side by opposite side is this one. What is the length of this one? This complete length is y2 up to here y1. That means this is also y1. So what is the length of this one? This full length y2 up to here y1. So automatically this length is y2 minus y1. So that is opposite side. Opposite side by adjacent side. So you need length of this one. The complete length of this one is x2. This length is x1. This is x2. This is x1. What is AM? x2 minus x1. It is clear? So tan theta is equals to BM by AM. Actually BM length by AM length. This implies tan theta is equals to BM is nothing but y2 minus y1. AM is nothing but x2 minus x1. But what is tan theta? Slope of AB bar. I already noted. So the line passing through AX1, Y1 and BX2, Y2, then the slope of the line AB bar is equals to Y2 minus Y1 by, that means this is the slope, Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. So by the way, therefore, slope of line AB bar, is equals to Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. So by using this formula, we can calculate any line passing through 2 points. We can calculate the slope of any line which is passing through 2 points. Okay. Next, let me solve some riders on this one. Okay. So, okay, one example here. First example on this concept. Listen to me. So what is the slope of the line passing through the 2 points? That is the question there. Slope, find slope of the line. Find slope of line passing through. Find slope of line passing through the points. Passing through the points. The first point is 3 comma minus 3. And the second one is minus 1 comma 5. Minus 1 comma 5. So we have to find the slope of the line passing through these 2 points in the coordinate system. That means the coordinate system, there is a line. In the coordinate system, there is a line. That line is passing through those 2 points. Okay, see. This is the coordinate system. This is a line. Given that the line is passing through 3 comma minus 3, which is a rough diagram, and this is passing through minus 1 comma 5. So now what is the slope of this line is the question there. So we have to take this one as x1, y1, this one as x2, y2. Then the slope of the line passing through x1, y1 and x2, y2 is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. By using that formula, we can calculate the slope easily. Okay. So here I am writing answer directly here. Slope m, okay, is equals to, okay, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So x1, this is y1 suppose, x2, this is y2. y2 minus y1 means 5 minus of minus 3, 5 plus 3 by x2 minus 1 minus x1 minus 3. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So 5 plus 3, 8 by minus 4, that is equals to minus 2. Okay, so the slope of the line is 8 by minus 4, that is equals to minus 2. In the same way, suppose you have to take one more example, this like, find the slope of the line, find the slope of the line having inclination 45 degrees. So we have to find the slope of the line. What is the inclination of that line is 45 degrees. If the line inclination is 45 degrees, then what is the slope? If theta is the inclination of the line, then the slope of the line is tan theta. So here inclination is given as inclination theta is given as 45. Automatically the slope of the line m is equals to tan theta, that means m is equals to tan 45. So that is equals to 1. So the inclination of the line is 45 degrees, then the slope of that line is 1. If the inclination of the line is 60 degrees, then the slope of the line is tan 60, which is root 3. If the inclination of the line is 30 degrees, that means the line subtends an angle 30 degrees with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction, that means inclination is 30, then the slope of that line is m, that is equal to tan 30, that is equals to 1 by root 3. In this way, I have to calculate the slope of the line. Okay, thank you.